Hello everyone, Danny Garola here, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Tucson, Arizona. Well, it was a wet and dreary kind of start of the day today, which it was fantastic. I love it when it rains here. It just is kind of my happy weather. And it was fabulous. It didn't last very long, but we are getting that residual of that storm that came in on the West Coast. So it's very, very chilly. Oh, see, it's chilly there in Oregon as well. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Frida. Yes, it is chilly here. What did they say? Tonight we are going to get down to, I think they said 30 something. Let me see here. Well, I guess that's not going to tell me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's supposed to get in the 30s tonight, which is very cold. So that means since everything's wet, it's going to be frozen tomorrow morning. So it's kind of hard when I go out to feed the animals, well, especially when it's raining. So goats do not like rain. 34 in Pennsylvania. Yee! Wow. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to get to. I think around there, like 33, 34 tonight. And then I know that they were saying later in the week, we should dip down in the 20s. Brr, that's pretty cold. But today with that rain coming through, it really kind of was nice to get everything nice and wet. But in the same sense, goats do not like rain. They don't like water at all. They like to drink water, but they don't like to be wet. So we always set up these little huts and stuff out there, or we build like little teepees out of the branches of the trees. Well, they knock them down. Well, little turds. So they had to be a little wet today. Luckily, the rain stopped, I'm going to say probably around like noon. So they're all dried out and everything by now. But nonetheless, it's still chilly out there. And my chickens, they just run around. They're animals. They're used to it. So, I know tomorrow morning when I get up, my hay is probably going to be a wee bit frozen. We do have it covered, but it still freezes underneath there. So yeah, those are, oh boy, big news. So we went and we picked out okay, so a little backstory. The carpet that we were going to go through with the carpet place that we thought was going to work for us, they kind of ghosted us. Like, it was just kind of crazy. We went in there, we picked out the carpet that we wanted. We had the contract all ready to go. My husband took the money out of his 401k. We were going to go ahead and pay for the carpet, but we had a couple of questions about a couple of the things that were on the contract. So we had been calling them and trying to get a hold of them. And then my dad was like, okay, we'll just go with them too, because they need to put carpet over in my grandma's house to be able to have it be under financing when they sell it. Well, they wouldn't call anybody back. They wouldn't call my dad back. They wouldn't call us back. So yeah, we got ghosted. That's just the way it is. And so we decided that, okay, we're going to go back to Home Depot. So Home Depot got us all set up. We picked out the carpet. They will come out on Thursday and they will do the measurements and all that kind of stuff. And then they will write up a contract in a couple of days, and bingo, bango, we will all be set and we will have our carpet being put in there. Today we actually signed, well, we haven't signed it yet, but we have a contract with our house being sold. It is very stressful. My stomach has been very upset. It is just a crazy whirlwind. I mean, if you guys have sold a house, you know how it goes. Same with buying a house. Luckily, we're not doing both, because I could not imagine that double stress on top of me. But nonetheless, oh, that's the other thing. The day that we went and we picked out the carpet at Home Depot, we also stopped by Lowe's and we found a Samsung matching set, the gas range, along with the above the stove microwave that matches. So Andre went in yesterday and purchased those. They're going to be delivered also on Thursday, and they will install those for us. So we are getting there. And so with this, hello, Peggy. And so with the contract that for the house that we're currently in for selling, there's just a couple of things that we have to do. But again, there's a couple of questions that we have on there that were not kind of things that we had agreed with, you know, word to word. So as we're reading through this contract, we're like, oh, hold on a minute. This is not what we are doing. This is not what we agreed upon. So we now have to get back together with them and tell them that there were certain things that were not agreed upon verbally, and that it needs to be changed in the contract before we will sign the contract. But this way, we don't have to go through any realty. We didn't have to go through any of that. It's a cash offer that they are presenting to us. We've looked into the company. It's legit, because I know a lot of people are like, wait a minute, you better find out if this company's legit, because there's a lot of these companies. We've actually talked to our titling company that is carrying our title right now, and you know, they said yes, the company is a reliable company. But nonetheless, so it's just been all those wonderful things, because clearly we have to get this house sold. And yeah, but again, it's stressful. So because my husband goes, we have to sign this contract by tomorrow night. So I told him, I go, well, you know, I want to send the contract to my mom. I want to send the contract to my best friend, because she used to be a realtor. And she was the one, her and my mom were both of the ones that noticed these things in this, because I've never done this before. I don't have any idea. And I was just getting ready to come onto this video. So I was like, I don't have time to read through this. So I quickly called them, and they were like, yeah, there's some red flags here. We need to have addressed with this company before you guys go ahead and sign a binding contract. So yeah, so that's going on. I have some super cute cards to show you guys today. I'm going to be using that new set that is in the January mini catalog, the January through April mini catalog. This beautiful purple monstrosity right here. Whoop, whoop. I'm going to be showing the Delicate Desert, which is so up my alley, because I live here in the desert. So it's going to be one of those sets that I probably get a lot of use out of. It's very Southwest, and you'll see it as soon as I pull it out here. If you have a copy of this catalog, you've probably seen that in there. But I just thought, oh my goodness, that is so where I am. That is so, you know, what I'm all about here. And then the other set that is like, these two should just be intertwined. The other one is called On the Farm. I'm going to be using that as well, along with the Day on the Farm Designer Series paper with that. So super cute sets that I'm going to be using. And I have a little bonus surprise that I'm going to share with you guys. It's a cute little, you can give it as a little gift, but I've added kind of a little perk to it as well. Woohoo! Your pre-order's on its way. I know mine is too. I did read that shipping is a little bit behind because of the, what was it? The clearance rack refresh, the last chance list, the pre-order. I mean, they just have a lot of things going on right now, and the warehouse is trying to keep up with all the orders that have been flying in there, which I get. When you do 3 big, huge promotions like that, you better believe you might have to look at maybe getting a couple more people in the warehouse there. But nonetheless, they are doing, you know, they are a fabulous company. They always let us know, which is fabulous, because there's nothing like knowing that, okay, I made an order last month and it was here like lickety split. And then you order again and it takes forever to get there. And I'm so thankful that they let us know. They're completely honest about what goes on. Hello, Lois. And so they keep us informed, so we then can keep you as customers or fellow demonstrators, we can keep you guys all informed about second day my pre-order. Oh, put the second one in. Oh, there you go. Get both those pre-orders. I know. You know what I did? I did a total fail. Shh, don't tell. But I did a total fail. I forgot to order catalogs. What? I mean, thank goodness all of my customers and all that, they were already on my catalog list. So they will be getting catalogs. Now, I have had a couple of customers after the fact that I put in my catalog order through Stampin' Up. Now, I've got to quickly hurry up and make a separate order so I can order my catalogs to get my catalogs out to those customers. Eek, right? Who forgets that? Me. Too many things going on in life, let me tell you. Ding, ding, ding. I even had it written down on my list, and for some reason, I forgot to add them to it. Like, what the heck? Hello, Patty. So, yeah, I feel, oh, geez, Louise, what did I just do? Oh, there we go. I just spun myself around. That was kooky. So, yeah, I got to put in another order, and I'm pretty sure I'll probably order a couple of other things. I have some big news to share with you guys that I just saw on the demonstrator website. We have some news coming up for you guys, and that new beautiful paper pumpkin kit, they have let us know the current one that is in rotation now, since the good things come in small packages is now done and over with. But this new one is going to be all about, how do you do that? The heart. Because since it comes out in January, they typically know that the February one will be too late. So by the time these kits start coming to us, it will be towards the end of January. So that way you can get all your Valentine's cards sent out to everyone. All right, so I'm going to get you flipped around. We're going to talk a little bit about this new paper pumpkin and that special promotion that I just said that I just recently saw. So hold on, let me get you guys flipped around. Okay. Here is my tag here. It says, I am Danny Garola with Stampin' the Pink Barn. This is my current host code for the month of December. I will show you the incentive that I am doing for December. You can visit my blog at stampinthepinkbarn.com at any time, but just know that all the dimensions, the cutting, scoring, everything that we are doing tonight, the shopping list, everything will be up tomorrow because it takes me a while to get everything done. So I know some of you over on the eastern side, it's already late for you. So I don't want to tell you, oh, it's going to be up in 2 hours and have it not be. And then you wait up for that. So just check it tomorrow. It'll be up and going by then. Okay. So right now, and you can always, to use this host code, you're going to shopdannygarola.com. That is my platform page that will get you right into my store. You can join my team from that platform. There's a lot of things to check out there. My calendar that you can see what I do on a weekly basis is there as well. So the current paper pumpkin that just started, yesterday, is Key to My Heart. This is going to run from December 11th through January 10th. Send your love to those you care about with a homemade card. Let love in this season and get just what you need to make crafts filled with sweetness in our all-exclusive kit. This month's kit includes everything you need to make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, and 9 coordinating envelopes. A special love-themed photopolymer stamp set, 1 fresh freesia, which fresh freesia is that really pretty kind of a light pale purple color. That is going to be your ink spot, so it's going to be in this size. That is going to be your ink spot color for the month. Unique padlock and key die cuts that you can make and match, or you can mix and match to create something heartfelt. There's also going to be an add-on for this kit. The add-ons are heart-shaped boxes. They are easy to put together and fill with something sweet for your sweetheart. Scan the QR code. It comes with 10 heart-shaped boxes with 10 key-shaped stickers. The finished box They are going to be 3 by 4. So that's going to be 3 by 4. So that's pretty big. Those are going to be fun. You can sprinkle little candies in them or however you want to do it. You can put, you know, little rose petals in it. You can get sappy. Pink petal or petal pink with gold foiling. So they're going to be really, really freaking pretty. Yes, very pretty, very bougie. Okay, so that is that. You can find the link to subscribe to that in the description of this video. Alrighty, this was that super exciting news that I had just seen right before I came on here. This is free shipping on all orders $75 or more. Like what? This is going to happen all day December 15th of this year, okay? So just know that if there is anything that you have put off in any of your last chance products, those clearance rack items, if you are a demonstrator and you have not put in your pre-order yet, you're going to get free shipping. So a great thing about this is you can use my host code and still get my great incentive. Plus you can get more products because you're not having to pay for shipping, right? I always love to add extra items that I was like, oh, well, I would be paying that money anyways for shipping. So why not just add that to my order? So don't forget, one day only. Mark your calendars, December 15th, shopdannygarola.com. All right, here again is that host code for December. This is my incentive for this month. This is a pack of assorted designer series paper. It is the 6x6. I have so much paper, I'm cutting it up and I'm giving it away to you guys because who doesn't love gorgeous paper, right? So it's going to be a bunch of different paper that I will throw in. I've already sent a couple out to a couple of my customers who ordered earlier in the month. So just use that host code, copy and paste it at the end of your order. When you're going to hit that shopping cart button, it'll take you right over there, enter that host code. And actually, let me show you kind of what that looks like because I do always get questions. Where do I add that? It is very tiny. So this, you're going to add all of your products inside of your shopping cart. You're going to hit that shopping at the end. It's going to take you over here. It's going to give you your order summary. Then right underneath my name where it says that you're shopping with me, you can always see my picture and my name up here in this top corner. But when you're done, make sure it says that you're shopping with me and then add my host code right there. And then you're just going to add it and then hit your checkout and you will be ready to go. All right, so don't forget, you're going to get a pack of that 6x6 assorted designer series paper. I have started my registration for the January-April 2023 mini catalog paper share. Hello, Marcia. Hello, Kay. So do know that this is ready for registration. This is paper that is in that very beautiful purple new January to April catalog. So this is a great way to get yourself a sample of each one of the papers in there. It doesn't include the host set, but it does have all the other papers in there. And just to let you know, you're going to get a quarter of a pack of each one of those packs. So just so you know that you will get enough to be able to really see the beautifulness of that paper. There's also a list over on my blog that will tell you. If you go to stampinthepinkbarn.com and you go over to paper share, it'll be the first thing that pops up. Then you can read all the papers that I'm actually including in that, so you make sure you see exactly everything you're going to get. Mystery stamping is coming up this Wednesday. I put the supply list out last Wednesday, which was the 7th. So the 14th, this Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, I will be doing our mystery stamping live for you guys. Now, I do want to let you guys know, just because I know a lot of you guys get used to seeing graphics, and that's how you know when to find things. My graphic is going to be changing starting January. I just want you guys to know that. It's going to be like a little mysterious guy holding the magnifying glass. It will be like a black brick wall. Just so you know, it's still going to say mystery stamping with Stampin' the Pink Barn. Or maybe it's just my logo on there, but it will say Facebook Live, just to let you know that this is going to be no longer my logo for that. So when you're looking for it in my events, it's going to look a little bit different. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, because sometimes I know it's very confusing if I change things and you're so used to seeing this pink picture. And then if it changes, you're like, whoa, wait a minute, that's not the same person. The mystery stamping will now be in pink writing though. So you will know that you're still with me. So also some other news that is going on in life. My mom has to go in for heart surgery. It's probably going to be in January, because they are trying to get her in there ASAP, because she still has to have her knee surgery that had to be put off because they noticed something on her. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was her echocardiogram. I don't know what heart test exactly it was, but they wound up having to send her to go see the cardiologist. So last week we went and saw the cardiologist. The cardiologist says that she has, from how he explained it, is he said that your heart has all these little doors in it, just like if you were walking down a hallway, there's a couple of doors. And he goes, normally when you open a door, you know, it opens, you know, right up, and then you shut the door. Hers almost has like, there's one of the valves that is like, the door is corroded on the hinges. So when you open it, it just doesn't open quite like a regular door should open and close. Hers gets stuck and it doesn't open all the way. So they are going to put in it's called a TAVR. And the only reason why I can remember that is because I think of the word tavern. You just take the N off. So she has to go in and she has to have that done. From what they're saying, she doesn't have to have open heart surgery, but depending on X, Y, and Z, she might have to. Ooh, it just started downpouring again. Oh, okay. Well, I guess the rain is back. Hello, Darla. So, yes. So just to let you guys know, the month of January might be a little bit wonky, because of her going in for surgery. Also, depending on us doing this, hello, Nancy. Depending on doing this contract with our home being sold, we might be in the middle of selling, because I know they said that we would probably have to be out by February. So there might just be a whole bunch of stuff going on in in January. So do bear with me. I will let you guys know everything as it's happening. Just because I don't want to leave anybody hanging and being like, oh my gosh, where's she at? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. She is scheduled to have her knee surgery in February, but they definitely want to do the heart procedure first. He said that he doesn't feel like it would conflict, but he would rather just be safe than sorry and have her get the heart thing done before she goes in and has the knee surgery done. Because like he said, your knee pain is not a disease. It won't kill you. But your heart having the problem that it has, you know, could potentially kill you. So he said, you know, you can live with that. Thank you so much, Marcia, for sharing. So yeah, I mean, he was an amazing doctor. He really was very informative. He's actually one of the best cardiologists here. He actually was my grandmother's cardiologist. So he remembered my mom. That was kind of cool. So, all right, enough about all that, because it's kind of depressing, and I don't want to talk about depressing stuff, because we are here to make some crafts and make some beautiful cards and a cute little gift, because like I told you, we are going to do that. Okay, so for the first card, I am actually using that On the Farm set. So my base is crumb cake. This is 11 by 4¼ We're just gonna score this at the 5½ mark so we can fold this. So I'm just gonna hold this up a bit, get my cutting blade out of there because we don't want to cut it. We want to score it. So we're gonna use the light gray. Okay, now we're gonna just fold that in half. Okay, hold that down and then burnish it. I put my cup right in front of my little adhesive holder here. That's not smart. Okay, go like that. There is our card base. Then I need a piece of this beautiful rich red. This is called Cherry Cobbler. Now this is, there we go. This is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Then I'm going to be using this gorgeous, now I haven't done my samplers yet for this paper. I was gonna do it today, and then like I said, life got busy, so I haven't done it. But this amazing paper, you guys saw it when I did my unboxing video, but look at this. This paper's got that, what do you call this? Chicken wire on there. Then there's this beautiful blue, and look at this whole little scenery back here. I've cut part of it off because I'm using some of that blue paper, but this is such cute paper. Like this would be an amazing scrapbook page. Then you've got this red gingham, or not gingham, kind of plaid. And then look at these farm animals. Now the dies that come with this set actually cut out these animals on this page. So look, like the cow right here, look how huge this die set is. Look how many dies come in this. It comes with 27 dies, you guys. Look, the cow can cut that cow out, so then you don't have to worry about any coloring or anything. That will cut that right out for you. The pig cuts both of them out. So the big pig and the little pig cuts that out. And then what else do we have here? We have, oh, I think it even cuts out the little flowers. Look, you have the little flower die right here. I think that, yep, that works perfect for that. So you can even go down and cut out the little flowers. So that is super fun. I think, what was the other one? Oh, the sheep. Look, there's a sheep die right here. And even if you want to get like down and realistic with that sheep, they gave you these little swirlies that will add, not to this, but you would do this on a solid piece. You can add these little indents on there where it looks like it's the wool, the little swishes of the wool. So yeah, that's super cute. Yeah, isn't that fun? Oh, look. And the other thing that I missed is, see this little branch right here? There's even a die. Oh, geez. If I don't wind up losing all the dies first. Goodness gracious. Look, there's even a little die right here. All right, I can't get it off there, but it cuts out this little green one right here. So just to let you know, there is lots and lots of options with this. You've got all these little green grass like pieces here, and then this long mountainy part. You've got cow, pig, little rabbit, you've got a goose, you've got ducks. Adorable, adorable, adorable. And of course, like I've told you guys, this should have been my $1 million set. If I was to have $1 million set, this should have been it. And look how cute that one is. The trees and the little cow. And then look at the backside. That little meadow. And then, what was the last one? I just saw it. Oh, geez. I can't get this back in there now. It's that deep red. Isn't that beautiful? It's that cherry cobbler. That may even be Mary Merlot, but I think it's cherry cobbler with that cute little farm scene. So I have showed you that, and I am using that blue piece here. This is 3 3/4 by 5. Just double check here. So that is 1/8 of an inch smaller than that red. Okay. So that is going to go on there. I'm also using some of the black and white gingham ribbon. I need a scrap piece of my crumb cake because as you can see, I'm going to cut out a bunch of little animals. And then this piece here is 2 by 3 3/4. This is going to go across there. So that's kind of the layers that we need for our card. Then I need another piece of cherry cobbler. But again, like I've told you guys many times, since this is being covered up by this, take your die, which I am using, not the largest, but let's get it up here. But the second from the largest is the die that I'm using. These are the stylish shape dies. You can take this and cut this right out from the center of that and use that circle just like that from the center of this because you're covering that. So you would never even know that you cut from that, all right? So there is our circle. Here is that stamp set on the farm. So you've got a couple of little sentiments up here. From us all, today is a good day, thinking happy thoughts of you. And then here's all those super cute stamps. You've got this barn, a little wheel of hay, just so much fun. All right, so let me move that stuff out of the way because that's pretty much what we needed. So I'm going to bring in the mini because we need to die cut some of these animals. So what I'm going to do is, of course, grab my plates because we can't do any cutting without plates. And then grab these animals here. I'm going to use the cow. So I'm just going to set this on here like that. I'm going to do the cow. I'm going to do the pig. Maybe if I can get that pig off of there. Jeez Louise. There's the pig. What else do I need? I'm going to use the goose. Oh, look, there's another pig right there. I should have grabbed that. I'm going to grab the goose and the duck. Okay, just like that. And then find the other plate underneath here, hiding. And I'm going to cut those out. Oh, just to let you guys know, once you get your, especially if you are a customer and you are not a demonstrator yet, when you get your celebrations brochure for January, be sure to check that join special. There is a wonderful, wonderful join special going on in the month of January and February that you are not going to want to miss. Not only joining my team is a wonderful thing because of all the things that we have going on in my team and team parties and just all the good things that come along. You get tons of support. You also get to do those pre-orders a month ahead of everybody else. So that's always kind of a really cool incentive. Come on, thing. Eek. Why these things have been getting stuck on here so much lately, I'll never know, but yep, just is a thing. And there is a new mini that you can include into your join starter kit. It is boho blue. So if you like that blue color, and it's almost like a light purple blue. I don't know if you know what boho blue looks like, but yeah, it is really pretty. So you can choose to either get the white mini or you can choose, there's going to be 3 different options that you can choose from on your starter kit. So that is wonderful. I haven't seen that happen, that you get to choose what you want in your starter kit as far as your choice, your choice of products. Where is my embellishments? I thought I put them in here because I need embellishments for this card. I know we're not there yet, but I want to have them sitting out here. Oh, where, oh, where? are my embellishments. Oh, geez, they're right there. I shoved them way far back in the back, so they were hidden. All right, so now I want to grab and I should have put a new piece on this. I'm going to right now because it's kind of messy over here and I want you guys to be able to see. So I'm just going to show you how I clean my piercing mats. For a new, look at that. That's it. That's how I clean my piercing mats. And then I just take an old promotion. So like this, we had an old promotion sheet. I save these because why not? Why waste paper? And then I just flip that around. And then I grab a long piece of my tape. And then I try not to let it wrap back around on itself. And then I just push it down. And there we go. Okay, and then I'll do that one more time. Okay, there we go. And then I have a fresh new piercing mat. All right, so I need my blending brush. And these, we are now going to be selling the mini, did you guys see that? The mini blending brushes. So that's exciting. When I saw that in the catalog, I was like, oh my goodness, we're gonna have some happy campers out there. Because sometimes the big ones, especially, look how small these little pieces are. I don't need one of those great big, you know, big guys. I'm gonna wind up covering the whole thing. But this is perfect to do the edges. So I'm gonna grab my soft suede ink and just lightly get a little bit of ink on there. And I don't want it heavy, but then I'm gonna hold this, and I know I'm gonna cover the front of my fingernail and it's gonna look goopy, but who cares? We're making a cute card. Fingernails don't matter at that point. Okay, there is my duck. Let's do the cow. So I'm just doing the edges of these animals, just giving them that little distressed look. Now I could always take my take your pick tool and hold that down like this. I could hold it, oh, as I stick my finger in that, I could hold it like this and then come in and do the same thing, but God gave me 10 fingers, so they work just fine. Okay, there's that one. Get a little bit more ink on here. And then let's do this little pig. Oh, I was going to post pictures today. My neighbor's little pigs, they came underneath the fence. She's got 3 little baby pigs. Her pot-bellied pig had babies a couple months ago. They are the cutest darn things ever. So I'll have to post the pictures when we're done. But they were over here playing with my goats. They came underneath the wash, the fencing where the wash is, and decided to come say hello. All 3 of them came at one time. It was the cutest thing. So I took some of my chicken scraps, like the ends of our broccoli stems and all that kind of stuff, and I threw it out to them, and oh my gosh, they were as happy as a pig. No, they were the happiest little things. It was quite cute to watch them just snorting and going after them. And it's funny because they're only like this big. They are just adorable. Okay, so there are those little pieces that we need. And look, now they kind of really blend in with my desk. Oh, I have a card to show you guys also that Miss Anna Rebadou sent to me. So I will share that with you in just a minute. And I will do the winners after we do this card from last week's cards, because I forgot to do that. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to add these 2 layers first. And with this paper, it is directional. So those flowers, I know they go all over the place, but I just think it looks better. Like if you set it like this, I don't know, I just don't like that. So I went with this direction. Okay, I'm just going to glue it. Oh, see, there's that wonderful meadow on the back. And it's so hard to cover up some of this paper. So that's why this paper right here is not purchasable. It is one of those Sala-brations items that you have to earn with a $50 product purchase. So it's a level 1 celebrations item. So I definitely made sure on my last order that I purchased a couple of those because, or not purchased, but that I got a couple of those in my the order that's coming, because I know I'm going to love this paper and I'm going to be mad when I run out of it. So I made sure that with my celebrations, because I'm a demonstrator, I can put in for early, 1 month early of products. So I made sure I did that. Okay, I'm going to do that up just a little bit more. Okay, because that really grabs that red behind there. I keep freezing up on you tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Ugh. Yeah, my internet, well, it did just start raining, so that could have been something that messed. Hopefully everybody else is doing good. Okay, then I'm just going to take this ribbon here. And I am going to tie a bow. At least try. Look, I got this all wonkied up. Okay, there we go. Okay, pull that down just a little bit because I don't think I want those loops that big. Okay, and now I'm going to snip that off. All right, and then we're going to move that over just a little bit, and I think we might actually bring it down some, but we can mess with that when I get there. All right, so then that needs to be adhered to that, but let's go ahead and do, before I adhere that down, I want to make sure that bow is in the right spot, so let's go ahead and work on this little piece. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cow, and I'm going to put the cow right down here towards the bottom. Then the pig is going to stand on top of the cow. Then the goose is going to duck, duck, goose. We've got the goose, then we've got the duck. Okay, just like that. They're going to stand like that. Isn't that cute? So very, very simple, but that very much farm look that I have in my kitchen. I have appliances that are in this red color, that deep country red is what I call it. Or, it's so funny, when me and my mom were out places the other day, I think we went to Kohl's the other day. That was the day that we got back, when we got done at her cardiologist, and when we heard the news that she had to have heart surgery. Yeah, we didn't do much of the things that were on our list that we had planned, because that really kind of screwed the day up, because my brain just was not ready to hear that she needed to have heart surgery. So we went and had to do a couple of things at Kohl's to get a couple of last few Christmas gifts, and then we went out to eat. But when we were at Kohl's, she walked by this rack and she saw something, and I go, oh, look, it's, I don't remember what color it was now. Maybe it was red. And I go, oh, look, it's cherry cobbler. And I go, no, 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 maybe it's Mary Merlot. And she just starts cracking up. She goes, there you go again. And I do that to her all the time. She goes, I'm going to call Kelly, which is, Kelly is my upline. She goes, I'm going to tell Kelly that we have created a monster in you with constantly picking out colors when we're out and about. You pick them out of our stamp colors. And I go, well, it's just how I roll. Okay, this little circle is going to go right there. So yeah, I want to definitely move this over. And I think bring that bow down just a bit. like that, where it's kind of on the top of that seam. And then I will just place that right there. Okay, so let's pop this up. I told her, I said, but Mom, you have to understand that I am drilling you, because my mom's a demonstrator as well. I told her, I said, I go, look, I go, I'm making sure you know your colors. Because when I have her do my sample sheets for me, my samplers, I always tell her, I said, I go, okay, you're going to have to pick out of the scraps. You're going to have to find the right colors. And so there's times that she'll come in and she'll go, is this garden green or is this mossy meadow? So I have to tell her, but then I tell her, I go, I'm only telling you this one time, so you better remember. I don't. I'm pretty good with my mom. If she needs to know a couple of times, then I'll let her know. Oops, that is not straight. My cow is very crooked. We don't want a crooked cow. There we go. That's much better. Okay, now this little bow can be flopped up here. And I am going to move that bow over just a skosh. There we go. I like that. Now we can go ahead and glue this down. Alrighty, so there is card number 1. Isn't that cute? It's very simple, but very country. And I absolutely loved the look of that. So I thought I would definitely have to share that with you guys. So that is an upcoming set called On the Farm. All right, so before I go any further, oops, look at that. I pulled out these things and then I forgot to put them on there. Goofy goof. What am I thinking? Okay, so I'm going to use the little white ones. Since we've got the white on the paper back here. Just like that. And I know they're kind of hard to see, but when you move it around, they really catch your eye and it just adds a little bit more to this card that it definitely needed. So cute. I love it. So like, share, comment on this video, and you will be entered in the drawing to win the cards that I am making tonight. So that being said, I forgot to do the winners of last week in the beginning of the video like I normally do because, of course, I was talking. Heaven forbid I do that, right? You guys know me better than that. I'm a chatterbox. What did I do with the plates? Because I know I'm going to need those again. I don't know what I did with those. Okay, well, they will show up, hopefully. Unless you guys see them sitting here and I'm just, like, lost my marbles. I don't know where I put them. Well, oh, there they are. Jeez. Like I said, right in front of my face. My goodness. All right, so cards from last week. For the first card we made, I used this beautiful, what is this called? Beautifully Happy, I think is what it's called. It is a new set that is also as a celebrations item. It is a level 2, so you spend $100 and you can get this beautiful floral set. This is a distinctive set, so these leaves and the flowers, when you stamp them, they look more real life. They're kind of like a watercolor image. This beautiful card that I created, it also says, for a feel better kind of day, kindness matters. So just really kind of a pretty simple card. This is going to go to Gwen Pippin, or Pippin. Okay, so Gwen, I do not have your address, so please message me, or you can, thank you so much, Nancy, for sharing. You could also email me at stampinthepinkbarn.gmail.com or at gmail.com, geez Louise, and you can give me your address that way, and I can get this in the mail to you. I do not write or put anything inside of the card. It comes to you just like this, so then you can share this with whomever you wish. Okay? The second card that I did was this cute little gift card holder. Now, if I can find a gift card, why do I do this to myself? I did have them all. Oh, here it is. This little gift card fits right like that inside of here. So then when you open this up, it just has your little gift card right inside of there. Okay, and this is so cute with that polished pink. This little card, and see I have the snowflake over here as well, that really pretty snowflake. This is going to go to Vicky Ekins, not quite sure how to say it, but please email me your address or message me here on Facebook. I don't have your address. This card will come to you just like this. And again, you can share this with whomever you wish, or feel free to use the design and share away with your friends and family. This third card is for sharing last week's video. So normally the third card or whatever is the card that is kind of somewhat like the next level. It's kind of the stepped up card, because I'm asking a lot of you guys for sharing my video. And so many of you guys so graciously do that for me that I think you deserve a kind of stepped up card. So this one, it says Joyful Wishes, and this paper is no longer available. I did find that out. It's a season of magic and wonder. Such a beautiful sparkly card. It's almost one of those cards that it's hard to just give it away. This is going to go to Marcia Lynn. So thank you so much for sharing my video, Marcia. It helps me out so much. So that's going to come in the mail to you. I know I have your address. Okay, so congratulations to all of you guys for sharing and liking and commenting on my video. I so appreciate you guys. Okay, so card number 2. Now this card is using that delicate desert. So we're gonna need our soft succulent. Now this is one of the border stamps from this stamp set. So let me get out all the pieces that I need. This is crumb cake. Again, I'm on a crumb cake roll. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're gonna simply take this and just fold it in half and burnish it. Can you guys see? These nails have still lasted me. Is that not crazy? These are press-on nails. Like the Lee press-on that we as young girls used to play with. And remember how back in the day you'd barely push on something and they would pop off? They have been reinvented and are just amazing. So what has it been? It's been at least over 2 weeks that I have had these press-on nails on my fingers, and they're getting a little haggard at the end, but they're still on. Is that not just the silliest, craziest thing you've ever heard? They're press-on nails, truly. I did put a link to those in last week's video if you are wanting to get something cute for the holidays. And like I said, I live on a farm, so I'm outside doing a lot with my hands, and they have withstood, and I gave them an excellent review because I was quite impressed with these nails. Just saying. Okay, I am using, this is the Desert Details, not delicate. What was I saying? I kept saying delicate desert. Okay, I was wrong. This is Desert Details along with the Desert Detailed dies. Now, here's what the dies look like, but I made a sampler for you guys to show you exactly what these dies do. So, as you can see here, we've got all these different elements in here. So you've got the two flowers that cut out. You've got this really neat little piece right here that cuts out this kind of little Aztec looking design. There's quite a few cards inside of the catalog that you can see this being used with. You've got a great border here that cuts out. And this little neat thing, now this really reminds me of Arizona, because when you are driving down our freeways and you go under an underpass and then you look on the sides of the road, you will, on the highway, you will see tons of like different southwestern style designs on the walls of the highway. This little open leafed little succulent thing, I really, really like that. I love the open leaf designs that they have done. Then you get this really neat set that has these in divots on it with a neat little pattern around that. But then you get the bigger one that has this really neat southwestern look to it, like in that Aztec, but the divots go out on this one. So this is really, really fun. Also, we've got matching paper for this set. That is right here. This is called, oh, see, that's why I'm getting Delicate Deserts. Delicate Desert is the name of the paper. I knew I had seen Delicate Desert. No wonder why I was losing my mind. Okay, so we are going to be playing with this paper right here. This has got that Cajun craze with some gray in there. On the flip side, you've got gray with, look, these are actually the flowers that are in this set right across here. And then you've got those different borders that have been kind of like distressed onto this. Then you've got the soft succulent paper with that really neat little medallion emblem on there. You've got this, so reminds me of our sunsets here. This is so beautiful. Like, it is really, truly like an Arizona paper. This is an Arizona set. Look at that Cajun craze on that one. Isn't that pretty? And then you've got some more of those grays. Another soft succulent with that, you've got some pale papaya with your Cajun craze there. The colors are just gorgeous together. I really wouldn't think of too many of these colors going together, but leave it to Stampin' Up! To put them together, and they work. So look at this with the polka dots, and then you've got some more of that soft succulent. Now this is the same of that gray one, the Cajun craze. Now look at this one. This one you've got, again, kind of that mountain. Well, it probably needs to go this way to really get the right effect. So you've got kind of more of the low ground, and then you've got those higher mountains. This almost reminds me of when we go up by the Grand Canyon and over towards Sedona. There is Red Rock is the name of the area, and the rocks are literally red like this. It's just a phenomenal thing to see. The ground is all red because of the lava that's on the ground from obviously a volcano that happened many, many years ago. And then look at that. They have it in that soft succulent. So this paper is gorgeous. So if you sign up for my paper share, you will get a quarter pack of this paper as well. Okay, so we are going to be using, oops, I even just said we were going to use that paper and then I didn't take it out. So I'm going to be using, I think I told you guys though, that gray with the Cajun craze. Yep, right here. So we're going to be using a piece of this, and I am going to use that large die. So this great big one right here with the divots that point out, I'm going to cut that out. And when I do, this is what I come out with. So see how there's the points on these? Very, very neat. Okay, so we need that. And then we are going to do some stamping, and then I'm going to cut out with the smaller die, so the one that looks like this with the in divots. So we're going to do some stamping first. And we're going to make kind of our own designer series paper. So this piece right here, I don't remember the size of it. This is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And so we're going to, like I said, we're going to do the die cutting out of this. So it's not that important that we have the size of that, but it's just going to work well with what I'm doing. Okay. So we've got this out of the way. So let's start this stamping. So what I'm going to do is I am going to place my white piece on here, seeing exactly where I want it to start. So it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be cutting out of this. So that'll work perfect right there. So I'm just going to put one of my magnets on there because we're going to be moving it a lot. And actually, yep, that'll work. Okay, so I'm going to use Soft Succulent. Okay, and then I'm going to ink up, but I need to grab a different ink pad just to slide underneath here so I have that equal pressure when I'm putting ink down. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to take this and I'm just going to run it across that paper. Okay. Giving it a few seconds to marinate into that paper. Then I'm going to lift it up. But see how I've got the overhang? That's why I made sure I stamped further. I made sure I put ink further on that stamp so I can make it go across so I can see where my paper needs to stay lined up with. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to drop it down just a skosh. Okay, just like that. And then taking this there. Oh, geez, if I could keep it straight without keep hitting it. Then I'm going to take it again. I'm not going to re-ink it because I'm going to go for that second impression. Okay, just like that. Now see, that worked perfect because of the fact that I had it lined up with this. Now, let's do it one more time. Okay, not inking it up again. This is going to be the third generation using that same ink on that pad or on that stamp. So it's going to be even lighter, but you can still see that faint color there. Okay, let's drop this down again. Just like that. Now it doesn't matter if some of your color, because we're going to be doing some die cutting, so that is not really super important, just to let you know. If you get color on the edge, it's okay. We're going to be cutting out that little rectangle, so you'll be okay. Okay, let's do this again. Oops, let's move this. We're going to go with full strength. Okay. Gorgeous. And then let's bring it down. Just like that. Okay, second gen. Okay, now we're gonna go again. This time we're gonna go the third gen. Now this is really gorgeous if you do this in the Cajun Craze as well, or Calypso Coral, because I believe both of those colors coordinate with that paper. Let me see. It says that we have Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Gray Granite, Pale Papaya, Petal Pink, and Soft Succulent. So yes, both of those colors would be very pretty with this. Okay, so there's the third gen. So now we need to do it again using full strength. And I could probably call it good with just that last one because of knowing the width of that little die. But you know what, just for good measure, I'm going to go ahead and do it since I've already got the stamp on there. I'm just going to move that down, place this here, and just give it a good go. Might as well. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, now I'm going to shut my soft succulent. Okay, just like that. There we go. And then I am done with that. Now that was my Stamparatus, if I didn't say what that was called, because I don't think I did. Okay, then I'm going to bring out this die. So I need that smaller square. Okay, and then I'm just going to put this on here. You know, doesn't really matter how I do it, just as long as I have it on there. Snap, crackle, pop. I know that always scares some people, but it's doing its job. So that is not a bad thing. Okay, so there is that. So we're going to bring this over. That's going to go there. You can either hang on to this or you can toss it, which is what I'm going to do because there's not really much I can do with that. Okay, set this here because we're not done with it. We're going to need a scrap piece of basic white. We're going to need, now this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this gold. Now this, I believe, comes with this set. Now, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Look at this. It comes in soft succulent and this beautiful gold. And it comes in fresh freesia. So let me show you guys this paper because holy Toledo is it pretty. And there is no glitter to come off. And it is that fine, fine glitter. So it's not that big chunky. It is just this most gorgeous gold, flaky, beautiful, small glitter. So there's that. There is the soft succulent. So you get 2 sheets of each one of these colors. Look, I dinged mine up over here. That is the soft succulent. Just so pretty. And this is called the Fine Shimmer. Look at this holy grail. Isn't that gorgeous in that fresh freesia? Now, what did I just say, you guys? I was telling you guys that fresh freesia is the color that is in the upcoming paper pumpkin that is in rotation right now. So this paper is going to be quite smashing with that paper pumpkin. So yes, I am going to be using a piece of the gold. Okay, so I need this, and I need that succulent, that open succulent die. Okay, so I'm going to line that up there, and I'm going to cut that out. And when I do, I come out with a piece like this. It pops out just like that. Okay, and now I gotta pop those little pieces out. So you just take it and just pop out these little inner pieces, or you can leave them. So that's the good thing about this paper, is it's kind of thicker, so it won't make those things pop out unless you die cut it a couple of times back and forth to really get a good cut on that. You could actually die cut it once and leave those inside pieces in there, because I know there's some people who like leaving the inside. And so just to let you know, you can do that. Okay, now we need this white piece, and I am going to go with Calypso Coral. I'll show you the other card that I did, and I did it in, did I do it in Cajun Craze? No. I think I actually did it in Calypso Coral, but I'm going to do Calypso Coral anyways, because I just think it's going to look good. Where is my, oh, there it is up there. I think it's got to be that. So maybe I will do it in Cajun Craze just to show you both. Okay, so here is Cajun Craze. I'm going to ink this big flower up. Okay, just like that. We're going to stamp it right here on this white. Again, letting that marinate into that paper, because this, like I said, is one of those, this is also one of those distinctive stamps. So that's going to lighten up as it dries, and it is, I think I'm going to like this one better than the Calypso Coral, to be honest with you guys. So I'm going to let that dry for just a couple of seconds, and then we are going to, actually, while that's drying, I'm going to do my sentiment. Okay, so I need a piece of crumb cake, and this has embellishments that come with it too, but where did I put them? I gotta find a better way of organizing my embellishments so I can know what they are right off bat, so I'm not fiddling through this whole basket of, oh, there they are. Okay, these come, as I get 20 of them connected together. So these are gold faceted adhesive backed sequins. Now look at that. They have like this little moon shape, and that's what I put on the other card. So I might continue to go with that moon shape, or I might do something else. So you get 4 different, you get 2 sequences that are one smaller than the other. Then you get like a kind of a teardrop, and then you get those little half moons in this. So those are really, really pretty. I pulled out some old Stampin' Up! Glitter paper and had glitter. I know, right? I actually did that as well. I pulled out some of the old, it was like, I think there was a mint macaron, and then I think it was terracotta, not terracotta tile. What was it? It was Rococo Rose. We had some glitter paper in that. And I did, when I pulled it out, I was like, ugh, it's not the same. I'm glad they reinvented their glitter paper and really made it, you know, stepped it up where we're not making a mess all over ourselves with our glitter paper anymore. Okay, so we're going to use Versamark for this. I am going to come in with my Sending Warm Rays Your Way, because let's be honest, here in Tucson, it is always pretty warm. I mean, right now we have, oh, see, I grabbed the wrong stamp. I grabbed Your Smile is Pure Magic. That's not what I wanted. I want Sending Warm Rays Your Way. So this stamp sentiment was perfect for here in Tucson as well, because normally you guys in the East are pretty darn cold, and we're normally in the 60s. Granted, today was a wet day because we got the residual from that storm over on the west. But either way, this just is such a perfect sentiment from us here in the South. Okay, so I'm going to grab my gold. So Sending Warm Rays Your Way. Grabbing my gold powder and my spoon. And no, I forgot to use my embossing buddy again because, yeah, because I did. Okay, just like that. Okay, beautiful. Let's get this stuff out of the way. And let's heat this up. Okay, perfect. Okay, then I'm just going to take my paper trimmer and I'm going to trim this down. I'm going to trim a little bit off of this side. No, I'm not watching any dimensions or anything here. I'm just making sure I'm doing this where I'm pretty close to the sentiment and getting it pretty straight. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Now, let's just hope that I don't lose that. Oh, before I forget, I want to show this card that Miss Anna Rebadou sent to me. Look at this, such gorgeous Christmas card that she sent. May this be a Christmas to remember and cherish. Now, this is that snowflake vellum paper. She has done some alcohol blending on the back side with some of that Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay, maybe some pool party. And look at how beautiful that has come out with that alcohol blending in the back. She's then embossed this with that wintry snowflake embossing folder and then stamped this up, and just a gorgeous little card. So I definitely wanted to share that with you guys because, you know, we all need inspiration. Constant. So, okay, let's go ahead and get this card put together because I think we've got everything cut out now. Now, what you can do, and what I was going to do, is turn this one landscape because my other one is already portrait style. So I think I'm going to do that just so I can show you guys a different way of laying this out. Okay, so this is just going to get laid right in the center of this. Watching my margins on all 4 of those points. Okay, this piece here is now going to get kind of the crookedness. Oh, but that's going to get popped up, so we're going to wait on that. So let's move that up there. Let's get our flower cut out now because I'm pretty sure she's dry. So I need this big flower. And this is just going to lay right on here. Line that up. So then you guys can be the judge of which one you like better. If you like the Cajun Craze or if you like the Calypso Coral. I'll show you that one as soon as I'm done here. Okay, so this is just going to go on there, but let's get this decorated first. Okay. Just going to put a little bit of glue underneath this or on the front of this. Okay, and then stick this to that. So let's get some dimensionals on this so we can see. It needs to come down just a bit so it doesn't hang over the top part of our card, because we want to be able to fit this into an envelope. Okay. There we go. That works. All right, so I'm going to just glue this down. And I'm not gluing any of these pieces here because I want those to have kind of a 3D effect to my card. Okay, and let's turn this like this. I want it to hang over, but not too far. Okay, just like that. Alrighty, and then we're going to take, if I don't throw it on the floor, then I'm going to take this, and this is just going to go across the bottom here. So let's take these scissors, and I'm going to cut this just at an angle. Okay, just like that. Now this side is going to get glued down. I was hoping maybe, oh, there we go. I can put just that point across there. That's going to go just like that. So I'm going to put a mini dimensional on this end. And then I'm going to glue over here. Okay, just like that. All right, now let's add some of these gorgeous embellishments to this. So like I said, we could do some of those half moon. We can do just the little gold embellishments. Let's do these. Since I've already used the other ones on the other card, I'm going to do these on here. There we go. Now, aren't those pretty? Isn't that just so gorgeous? Now look, now you guys get to pick and see which one you like better. This is the one that I took the picture of and showed you guys on Facebook that I was going to be making for you guys tonight so you could see this new set. So this is with Calypso Coral. This one's with Cajun Craze. So maybe you have a favorite. Maybe you like them both. But they are just so gorgeous. Now, what I am noticing, I will tell you, is when I use Calypso Coral, it almost makes this background look very Calypso Coralish. But then when I look at this one, it makes it look very Cajun Craze. So I don't know, maybe that's just tricking my eyes. I'm not sure, but both are equally as beautiful. And see, there's those little half moon. Can you see those little half moon on there? Those little embellishments. So I hope this kind of inspires you with two cards to really look at this set when you can purchase out of the catalog. Calypso Coral. So you're voting Calypso Coral. Okay, here, let me hold them up both so you can kind of see them a little bit closer. There is Cajun Craze. There is Calypso Coral. This looks a little bit brighter. It looks more sunnier. It kind of looks a little bit happier, but I still do like that Cajun Craze. So I don't know. See, Linda likes Calypso Coral too. Well, good. I'm glad that I showed you both. So now you get kind of a little bit different idea of different colors there. All right. Okay. So let me put that away and get on to our cool little gift that we're going to make. So you guys can make a ton of these. So just know that the base, when you go to cut the base, you're going to actually get 2 of these little gift holders out of 1 base. Okay. So that's kind of cool because then you don't have to cut a whole heck of a lot of them to really get a neat little easy gift that you can have sitting around the house to be able to give to anybody who just kind of shows up. These would be great for your mail person, because sometimes you want to reserve gift cards for those who you know, kind of have a different relationship with than, you know, just your mail people or the receptionist. You could carry these around in your pocket. Say you have a favorite cashier when you go to the grocery store. This is going to be wonderful to have these just on hand so you can use them as little gifts. Okay, let me get everything out of the way. All right, so I am using Garden Green for my base. We are going to take this and we are going to cut this. Open up your arm. Make sure we are on our cutting blade. I'm going to take and switch these around because we're going to need the scoring, but I'm going to move that up there for the moment. So go to 8.5 because we already know that this side is already 8.5, right? So let's do our one cutting at 8.5. Okay. It's going to leave us with this little piece here. Now you can use this for doing some die cutting when I get there. Now you're going to take this and you're going to turn this on the diagonal. You are going to cut. Now I made a PDF for you guys to be able to read the directions on how to make this, so you can print them off if you want to make them multiple times and throughout the years. So my advice is don't start cutting up here and run that through, because sometimes it'll jack up the corner up there. Start with the cutting in the middle of your piece and then cut up and down to make sure that it doesn't make this all funky up here at the corners. You have two bases now, okay? I'm going to just work on the one. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your long edge, so pretty much the center of your 8.5, and we're going to lay this up against here. So what we want to do is we want to score at 4. Where'd my piece of paper go? So you can either use this piece that you've cut off, or you can use this, another piece that you have. I'm just going to do this just to show the difference in color, but feel free to use the piece that you're going to cut off to do this. This is just an easier way of doing your scoring. So since you have a point, it's really hard to line up on your points and get those right. Do you see what I'm saying? To make sure that you get that right on that 4 point, because there is no point up there at the top. So if you lay your piece of cardstock there, or paper or whatever, and then slide this over to it, and once it touches that, you know you're on that point for 4. Okay, now you're going to grab your light gray scoring blade, and you're going to score that. That is your 4, because you're at 4. Now you're going to move this over to 8. Slide your paper over to 8. Let it touch that paper. You know you're on 8. And now you're going to score again. So 4 and 8. Simple as that. Okay. There we go. Our base is pretty much complete. And like I said, you have 2 of these out of the one 8.5 by 8.5 sheet. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take both of these sides. We're going to line it up against this edge, and we're going to burnish that. Okay, and then you're going to take your other edge. Now, it doesn't matter which one you do first or second, because regardless, it's going to do the same thing. Okay, now we need our tear tape, and we're going to do both inside bottoms, not in here, but just on the outside bottom flaps. Now get as close to the edge as possible. Okay, same thing over here. Get as close to the bottom as possible. Okay, just like that. Take that, press it on the bottom. Okay, do the same thing over here. Press it on the bottom. Okay, just like that. Now you're going to need a strip of your alternating color that you're going to do with this. Now, since I am using the Sweetest Christmas paper, this is that designer series paper that came with the candy cane, what is it called? The candy, sweet candy canes. That's what this came with. I'm going to be using this. Now, since this is green, I'm going to be using red as my alternative color. So I need a strip that is 1.5 by 9. But before I do that, I am going to take my corner punch. Now, this is completely optional, and I have written this inside of the directions that this part is optional. I just like the rounded corner. Actually, you know what? Maybe I won't do that, because I can show you the other one that is round. I am going to do it because I just think it softens this up a lot. I was going to leave this one so you can see it on the other one, but nope. So any corner puncher that you have will work. Okay, just like that. Now see how that kind of just softens up those edges? Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to place it under this little envelope. Kind of move it where it's kind of in the center of that. I'm going to take one side of it, but first, see, I got ahead of myself. I need to take a glue dot, and I need a glue dot right there, and I need a glue dot right there, because I want this to stay on here. Otherwise it can move around and kind of, you can take the belly band off. I don't need my belly band to come off. I'm okay with it being here. So I'm just going to place that right along there, pushing it down to that. Now, while I have that, I'm going to grab my tear tape, and I'm going to put a piece of tear tape right here on the inside of this one. I'm going to double reinforce this because I want to make sure with my belly band that this is not going to come apart, because I want my person who's receiving this to enjoy this little gift and not have to worry about it coming apart. Okay, so take that off. Take that off. And then now take this and just put that together just like that. So see, that will stay together with those two little glue dots, and it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, now I'm going to grab my designer series paper. Now, like I said, the Sweet Christmas, I'm going to use the garden green striped because I think that looks really good, you know, contrast between those colors. So again, doing the same thing, but I don't need to put glue dots down because we've already placed that cardstock in the right spot, but I need to get this more even here. So I'm just going to take this and watching my margins, line that up. Okay, push that down, grab a small piece of tear and tape, put that at the end. Okay, put another piece down at this end. I'm also making these for stocking stuffers for my kids and husband and everybody in the family, because might as well. They're cute. And who doesn't like hot chocolate? Okay, so there is that. So we're going to cover up this ugly part that we have all these pieces flipping over. So what I need to do is I need to grab my layering circles dies. And I already grabbed the two pieces that I needed here. Or actually, you know what? This was not real red. I fibbed. That is Sweet Sorbet, is that red color, okay? The other one that I did was in real red, so when I show it to you, you'll see the difference. But what I'm going to do is I am going to take my Sweet Sorbet scrap. That is not Sweet Sorbet. I'm going to take a Sweet Sorbet scrap, and I'm going to cut out the big scalloped, this is the 2.5 inch circle scallop die, and I'm going to cut that out of the Sweet Sorbet. So that's going to lay right there. Then with my, this is 1 or 2.25 plain circle. I'm going to then use, that's what I said, this scrap that you have here. You can line this up and cut that out of your garden green. So I have done that. Okay, and I'm just going to glue these two together. Okay, that's going to lay right there. So look how beautiful those colors contrast together. Oh, I love it. Okay, I need a candy cane. And I need my hot chocolate, which I forgot to grab another pack. So this pack is just going to have to go kind of back and forth between my two pockets and show you. Okay, so that slides right in there like that. This is going to get glued right on the front of there. So we're going to wait on that hot chocolate for a minute, because I really want to get this glued down. So I'm just going to put some glue right here. You can use tear and tape, but this is not going anywhere. So I figured I'll just glue it. This reminds me of an elf for some reason. It reminds me of like an elf with a belt. I don't know why. It just kind of does. All right, then, like I said, I need my candy cane, and I am going to use my, this is that trio pack, or not trio, this double pack of Real Red and Garden Green combo pack. But I'm going to actually use my Garden Green because of the fact that I used Sweet Sorbet on this one. And I need a scrap piece of paper. I also need my candy cane dies here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp using Garden Green. I'm going to stamp one of my leaves. So in this set, you have like this leaf, and then you've got some really great sentiments, and then you've got the candy canes that face both ways. The dies actually do the same thing, face back and forth, so you can die cut those out. This little piece right here is what I'm going to need. This little tag right here, and then I'm also going to need one of those the leaves. But let's get this stamped. I only need one of these leaves, so I'm just going to go just like that. Okay, gorgeous. Then I need my die cutting machine and all of my stuff out of the way. Okay, like I said, I need that leaf. Oh, look, I already have one made. There we go. So I'm not going to die cut the leaf because I already have one. I always have all these little bits and pieces. See, like there's a leaf and there's a candy cane, so I can just cut those out when I need it. I always kind of try to make a couple more, so then I'm not making you guys sit around, especially when when I have a lot going on for the day. All right, now I'm gonna take this because I do need this cut out. So I'm just gonna lay that on there. Who makes the cider packs? I'm trying to remember, I actually just saw the cider packs, and somebody had put like a little, instead of putting like a candy cane, they had like a little apple thing on the front of it. It was so cute. I'm trying to remember what the brand of that was. I can't remember now. I'm sure if you look at Amazon, I'm not saying you have to buy it off of Amazon, but you could at least look on Amazon and look up apple cider packets. It would tell you the brands that they carry, and then you can look in the stores. Or even if you just look it up on Google, Google it, you could find it that way. I think Target actually sells the apple cider ones from what I can kind of remember. Now, that doesn't mean anything because I have a memory like a fish. Well, I guess that's not saying much, but because who knows if fish really have memories? Well, they must, because especially if it's a salmon and it knows how to go up and down the river. Well, just saying, I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm going to do Christmas cheer on this one, maybe, if it's... No, that's not what I'm going to do. Change my mind. That one's not long enough. Or that one's too long. This is not long enough, unless I went sideways with it, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so candy cane wishes, mistletoe kisses. I'm going to use... Actually, I'm going to stamp that in Sweet Sorbet. Because I've got my leaf and my ribbon and everything in the green. So we're going to use Sweet Sorbet. Ooh, you know what? I was just thinking I could use my Sweet Sorbet shiny ribbon. Maybe I'll do that. Fancy. Let's do that. Let's not use the green. Or at least let's look. Forgot that I had that up here. Right here. This pretty stuff. This is that metallic woven ribbon. Why don't we tie a bow with that? Let's see. Now, it won't be so big, and it's not going to be big and bulky, but we can try at least. I don't think I like it. Just saying. And then see, this just weaves right through your candy cane. Just like that. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, it was a good thought, but nope. Back to plan A, because plan B was not good. Okay, now we're gonna make this bow. I like the big chunkier bow actually on this, because it kind of hides the end of the leaf when you put that on there, or the mistletoe, whatever you want to call that stuff. Okay, this needs to come out a little bit more, and there we go. Look, you guys, I'm getting a little bit better with my bows, just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna call it good, because I don't think the person who gets this is gonna care what their bow looks like, to be honest with you. Okay, there we go. Take this and cut this off, just like that. Okay, that's better. And then, like I said, take this, weave it through your candy cane, just like that. Maybe if you have a wrapper, and then that's going to slide just like that. And then we're going to take a glue dot on the back side of this little mistletoe. And push this up underneath here like that. Okay, isn't that cute? Oh, I just love these little candy cane tags. All right, so this is gonna set inside of there, but first I want to put either a strip of tear and tape across here. You could do a couple of your glue dots, but I'm just gonna take tear tape, whatever you want to call it. Well, maybe if you can get it adhered down. I think it's because my candy cane's cold. I've noticed that with glue dots, when I go to do my in-person classes, and if it's cold inside of the room that we're in, my glue dots do not want to stay adhered to our cards. So the temperature clearly has something to do with the way that glue dots work. Okay, and then there is our super, super cute. Isn't that adorable, you guys? Oh, I am just in love with these. And it's like a cheap little gift that you can give somebody, but you know how, that would just brighten somebody's day. And did you see how quick that was? Obviously my bow takes me a while because I'm bow challenged, but other than that, you could knock out a bunch of these little things, buy yourselves candy canes, and make some hot chocolate. This can be your stir. I did Jessie Alpine cider. There you go. That's it. That's the one. Yep, they make the apple cider one, and that stuff is really, really good. What I did want to tell you is I just saw them online today. There's a store called Five Below. I know we have one out by us that just recently opened up, I think probably within the last year. And they sell candy cane stirrers. They look like a spoon at one end, and then the rest of it is like a candy cane, but with a spoon part here. I thought, oh my goodness, that would be so cute too, because that was kind of the whole purpose why I put the candy cane on there, is to make the candy cane be the stir of the hot chocolate. Because my husband likes anything to do with peppermint. He is a peppermint freak. So if he could have, and I know they sell the hot chocolate with peppermint in it, but to have a peppermint candy cane to stir his stuff with, he would just be in heaven. So again, like I said, these things are going inside of stockings this year. This one right here is going to be going to one of you guys. I probably won't include the candy cane just because I'll just slide the candy cane out of here and I'll give you the little tag, and I won't include the chocolate, but so you can add your own chocolate and candy cane, but I'll give you the little tag and I'll give you, you know, the little bow and all that kind of stuff. I'll just tuck it inside of there. So then you can slide those things onto a candy cane, because I'm not going to be able to mail this. That's not going to work. Here's the other one that I did in red. So you can see that this just slides that hot chocolate right in there, just like that. So aren't those so cute? And these little Jingle Bell trinkets, they are no longer available, but I had already had this one already done up. So that's just a little extra bonus. If you have any like little trinket to add on there, that would be super cute. And then again, I use that same paper, but I just flip-flop the colors. Besides using Sweet Sorbet on this one, I used Real Red on this one. Thank you, Linda, so much for sharing. So there you guys go. Let me bring out all the cards that we did tonight so you can see all of them. So let me switch this back around. Move this one out of the way. So card 1, 2, and 3. Oops. So I hope you guys enjoyed these cards and it inspires you and gets you excited for that upcoming catalog if you're not already a demonstrator. I know I'm not quite sure if customers have gotten a hold of their catalogs yet. If you need a catalog, please reach out to me and let me know. I will get catalogs in the mail to you. So just, but everybody who is a customer of mine will get catalogs in the mail. I require a $25 purchase or more for you to automatically get catalogs. Otherwise, reach out to me or place an order with me. That is the quickest way to get your catalogs, because otherwise I won't be shipping until the end of the month, because like I said, I forgot to get catalogs. All right, you guys, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Don't forget, Wednesday, meet me here at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern to do mystery stamping. I have a really cute project for you guys. And if you get your card submitted by Wednesday the 21st, you could be a winner of some doilies. Oh, Mom, you are on here. I didn't see you. I went back through and I looked to see if you were on here, but I didn't see you. You could be the winner of a package of little doily squares for your card projects. So, all right, you guys, have a wonderful week. Enjoy. I hope you have fun with using, I know a lot of you just said that you put some pre-orders in. So here's a couple of ideas for those upcoming orders if you ordered either one of these. So enjoy, you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.